Top of the morning, top of the morning, top of the morning to you. Wow. Today, it feels like one of those days where you want to go, but you don't want to go. You don't know which way you want to be feeling this morning. It feels like one of those days. Oh my gosh, that cold outside. Is old dark 30, what I like to call it. And I'm sitting here trying to get this protein shake to start doing this thing so we can go ahead and hit this gym. And it's one of them days that I'm sure you're gonna have too, that you just don't feel like doing nothing. But those are the days you gotta press on through. Because in those days, it's gonna be when you see that it's worth it. You know, when you step back and you can breathe a little easier, when you get that burst of energy that you just don't have first thing in the morning. Just keep on pressing through. We're at the place now. I just was telling the wife, that I don't know which way to go with the conversation, with the shares, with the videos, which way we need to go. And I'm trying to keep things in some sort of order. She wants me to, get in the kitchen and do a couple of videos of some cooking demonstrations, which I will, because we found that doing meal preps, it helps out if you're at that part of a journey where weight loss is a thing. And I really want to get into the weight loss and the weight loss program and campaign, because I think that was the most trying for me. Because of the fact that I had been overweight for all my life. And then to go into this thing with this gastric sleeve and the reason behind it, I can't speak on others as to why they would, but so I'll focus on myself, and we'll get into that real soon here, because that's where I'm at now in the journey. I'll cover some things where, I want to go back and revisit what is an LVAD, and because we didn't touch on the different sounds and things to that nature, just the little things that we would need to be mindful if we do have an LVAD. It does a lot. Like I said, some genius created this thing, and if maintained properly, it can give you a better quality of life, which we talked about on the previous video. But we're gonna get into this weight loss thing. I'm gonna do a couple of videos. I have a couple of things that we need to get out here and cook, and we're gonna go on to y'all may find some secrets, and Chef David may have to put some secrets out there that I have, but that's fine. I can't take the secrets with me. I'd rather share them with you. And we'll get into a meal prep. Now, I've been doing a meal prep for a brother of mine, and he's a police officer. And it's a thing where, meal preps are great when you on the campaign to decrease the calorie intake. I had to learn all about that with the nutritionist. And the surprising thing was that she told me you have to eat to lose weight. That just didn't make sense to me, but I found it to be true, but it's just what you eat and the amount that you eat. And thank God, we've been pretty successful on this end, so I can say that it does work, you know. But like everything else, guys, it's a mindset. You have to get that thing in your head first. And see, I'm like my mom, you know. Once I get a thing in my head, I got to achieve it, you know. And I've been like that, you know. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And I really want to spend a little bit extra time on, you know, just sharing about this gastric sleeve thing and the weight loss thing and meals and the eating and the snacking and all of that. You know, we want to spend a little bit of time on that, because by far that has been the most challenging part of my journey, and that's the part where we're at now. We have to maintain, like I shared with you guys at the beginning. This was a quest to get our name placed on the heart transplant list, and that's basically where we're at. But see, it's now when you have to continue on the things that we were doing to get us here. And the reason, you know, because of the sleeve, was to get where we're at. So we have to maintain, because the one thing that I have learned from others is that once you get the sleeve, and the nutritionist also shared that with me, if you don't maintain, then you can put the weight back on, and then that would have been a whole waste of time and pain and discomfort, you know. So we'll get into that. We'll share. We'll spend a little bit of time on that. We'll do some videos as far as meal prep. We'll let you see the amount of food that changes. We found a couple of apps that would assist you even in that counting of the calories and maintaining. And once you get that thing in your mind and the reason behind the fact that you're doing it, we found that it makes it a lot easier. We're fresh from the gym, and I guess I could say, yeah, it was one of them, we got it in the days. But here I gotta keep it real. And the real is, it just wasn't my day. And I should have gotten a little wind of it when I gave you guys the first part of this video, when I was having my protein drink. And the thing about it is, you just gotta keep on pushing. And basically that's where this is at. You just got to keep pushing, even though it just wasn't I just wasn't feeling it today. I did get in there. Now, I didn't get my treadmill part of my workout, but I still got it in there. And it's just been one of those days already, and it's only like 7 in the morning, 7:15 or so. So we got there and we did about a good hour, and we came on out of there, you know, because you don't want to hurt yourself. And today I felt in the chest area, it just wasn't feeling right today. So on the precautionary side, we just went on and called it a day. But on the mental side, it's like, man, I wish I could have got it in there a little bit more. But you don't want to push yourself. And that's what I did not do. But let's go into let's talk a little bit about having one of those days. Everybody has a day that I don't feel like being bothered. Not today. Oh my God, not today. I don't feel like this today. Everybody has one of them just leave me alone days. Whether you healthy or whether you dealing with health issues, you're gonna have one of those days. And I found what works for me is to first realize it's one of those days. And then verbalize it. You know, you have to sit and say, you know, because if you have someone that's going through this with you, you need to keep that person on your side. You know, your God is there with me. He's there, and he's going to be from the beginning, and I know he's going to be right there all the way to the very end. I know that. That's just my faith. That's what I believe. But he sent this angel to be with me here right now, and that's my wife, man. And she's a trooper. Trust me. Little firecracker that she is. But I can look at her and say, hey, you know what? It's one of them days. And she gets it. You know, at first she didn't. Because, like I said, everybody has that one of them days. But when you have health concerns and health battles that you battling every day, and then you have one of those days, man, it's like multiplied times 10. And it's like, are you really kidding me right now? And, you know, we've gotten to the place now, her and I, that she can just look at me now and say, you know, hey, babe, which type of day is it? You know, and that's pretty amazing, you know. And it took a while for me to get it, but I always understood the fact that, yeah, I'm going through this thing, but she going through it also. And she right here with me. She could have rolled out a long time ago, guys, you know. She could have. If it was me, to be honest with you, I might would have considered it. But see, I've been in that position already before at one time where the spouse was truly ill. And she's been right there. That's my support system. Yeah, she drive me crazy. She get on my nerve. But she's looking out for me, you know. And looking out for me, she's looking out for herself. And you know, when you find someone like that, you want to hold on to them. But you also, you know, it's a blessing to be able to say, you know what, hey, having one of those days. I'm just having one of them days, you know, and I don't know, just bear with me. Let me get through it. We're going to be all right, you know. And with that in mind, you know, that makes having one of those days just a little bit more manageable, you know, and that's what it comes down to. We want to be able to manage the good, the bad, and the ugly, you know, and still be positive, still keep moving forward, still keep moving on, you know, and at the part of my journey where I'm at, we had to go through the hurry up and wait part. And that's where we're at now. We're at the wait part. And it's about what we're doing while we're waiting. And that's what we're going to get into with the next videos. What are we doing? What are we doing while we're waiting? And, you know, we want to be doing positive things. We want to keep this thing moving in a positive manner. We want to, you know, keep ourselves healthy, keep ourselves out the hospital. And I chose this to be able to share with you guys, you know, to be able to share what I'm going through. Hey, man, maybe it'll help somebody else get through one of those days, you know. So, hey, man, y'all keep on coming back. God bless you guys. Like, share, subscribe, and maybe you know somebody that might benefit from these little clips. Me sharing my journey, my struggles, my ups, my downs. Hey, who knows? Who knows how this thing is going to work? All we know is we're just going to keep doing what's been laid on our heart to do. And that's to share with you guys. All right, until the next video, peace.